Stampers, it's Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. Today is Fancy Fold Friday, and I have a treat for you. Again, trying to bring back some of the old stuff. This is called a Z-fold, as it comes apart. And the Z, okay, is right here. And with this, I used the Photo Palmer stamp set called Another Thank You. And we are using this, if I turn it this way, we are using this thank you. And that's going to go on the front. We are using the Perfect Pennants. And we are sending good thoughts your way. We are doing one of my favorite stamps right now that is called For All Things. And we are using the leaf. And then we are using the Gorgeous Grunge. And we are just going to use these little spots. And we are also going to use the Fun Fall Framelit dies. And we are using this leaf, what the card looks like on the inside. So it has thank you. It has these beautiful little leaves on the side, and then it has sending good thoughts your way. So let's get started. Stamp the card before we score it. And we are going to start off with Mossy Meadow. And with that, we are just going to stamp and then stamp off and stamp our card. And stamp off, stamp our card. And whenever you are doing these, you want to make sure that you stamp all over the card, and you want to make sure that you stamp in odd numbers. And that is supposed to help you when you look at a card. Your eyes should travel throughout the card. So now our next color we are going to use will be Crushed Curry. And what I did with Crushed Curry is that I stamped off on the front, and then I stamped directly on in the center, and then I kind of stamped off a little bit in the back, just wanting to make sure that you could the sentiment. Then we used our Cajun Craze, and with the Cajun Craze, again, some room, and I stamped in a lot of different directions and tried to make sure that the leaves kind of flowed. And then for my last leaf that I had, of course, had to be with my absolutely favorite, and that is Blackberry Bliss. So with that then, I stamped off, and I just kind of hit areas that were, kind of had some white, kind of left things just a little bit open, kind of give it just a little bit of a movement on the card. Beautiful. I love, 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 love this color. So now, once we have the leaves in place, the next thing that I did is that I took my soft suede, and then I took my Gorgeous Grunge, and again I just stamped off and just kind of added some wonderful little spots to the card, and just let it look like we have lots and lots. It's almost like a one-sheet wonder. From here, I brought in my Simply Scored scoring tool, and I scored at 3 5/8, and at 7 3/8. So those were my scoring lines. The other thing that I wanted to show you, just a little bit of a tool tip, is that if you do have some extra little pins that will help out whenever you are scoring, take your Sharpie and color them in, and then you have some different colors that you can add for lines. So just a little tip. From here then, we are just going to fold in the Z. And we will take our bone folder and we will get some nice crisp lines. And it looks like I'm just off a little bit, so what I'm going to do is just create a different line. So then it's pretty much on. So that was my little correction that I had to make. All right, and again, here's my Z card. So from here, I got out my Memento ink, and I took my thank you, and this is my photo palmer. Thank you right in front. And I have to say, this is my favorite black ink. Absolutely love it. And then from my Perfect Pennants, I ink that and I put that on the back, and again just gave it a nice little press, and now I have Sending Good Thoughts Your Way. So at this point then, we are almost done, but I wanted to get out my leaves, and on my Mossy Meadows, my Cajun Craze, my Hello Honey, and my Blackberry Bliss, I used my little framelit, and I have 4 of the leaves. And when I put these leaves together, I decided that I just really wanted something that totally supported the colors in the card. But then I also wanted to do just something that's nice and fun and creative. So I took my glue dots, and I'm dotting the front of this. And I tried to do it so they could make contact right up at the top, but yet give them just a little bit of flair so you could also see the different colors that are available. There we go. And then we have one more, and I'm going to try to just add it at the very side, and that's my Hello Honey. There you go. Sorry, I gotta try to show just a little more green. Alright, so there we go. So then from there, I took my Early Espresso Baker's Twine, and I just went around in circles a couple of times, and now I need to make this just a little bit bigger because I do want to tie a bow, and I just went around it. And then on camera, I am just one of the worst bow tiers you guys can ever find. Oh my God, I don't know what it was that happened when I had to tie bows, but for some odd reason I did not do a very good job. So from here, the first thing that I'm going to do is just tie my bow. And yes, nails don't seem to help at this moment. And then I get the bows, and then I can just work with them. It's the only silly thing that happens to me with this whole nail business. Okay, and I'm just going to make just a little teeny tiny bow. And then I'm going to cut off the extra. And then from here, hopefully you saw that all on camera. And then I'm taking about a 16-inch piece of crushed curry. And the ribbon is 1/8 taffeta. And from here, I just did a square knot. And if you know anything about square knots, you know that it's right over left. And you're going to tie it tight once you get this lined up. And then I have to put my scissors here, and then it's left over right. And that should always make your square knot. Okay, and then cut off the extra. And then what I did was that I took a couple of glue dots on the back of my little leaves and just kind of put it at the side here. And voila! My card is done. So, and I forgot to tell you that this piece of cardstock is 4.5 by 11. And I hope that you've enjoyed this. Oh my God, it went so fast. And again, this is Kevon at KT Stamps. And if you need any help of any kind, please contact me. Please go to my blog and sign up for my newsletter. One's coming out pretty soon. And I just thank you for spending today with me. So please leave a comment. Love comments. And remember, I have a lot of classes, and my classes are also on the go. So have a great day, guys. Happy Friday. Bye-bye.